So this is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and Dope Living TV.
Yo, this is Tony Terry, and you're watching Dope Living TV.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver, and whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
What's up? We watching Dope Living TV. What you watching?
Yo, welcome to Dope Living TV. Dope Living TV. Dope Living TV. We got it all. Come and see. Yeah. You see. Dope Living TV. Dope Living TV. Yeah. Check us out. Come and see.
Where everything going wrong today. What's up? It's your boy Greg Grace, Dope Living TV Live. Let me start off by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. Man, tonight, it's the Relationship Roundtable, the online version. Real quick, shout out to Steve. Everybody keep Steve in your prayers. Today's a very special day for him that he's... I'll say memorializing, so let's keep him in our prayers. Shout out to one of our brothers, Brother Anthony Banks. You know, he celebrated his anniversary. And if you didn't see or know, if you don't know Brother Banks, look all over the Facebook, okay? Because he represented extremely well. I'm so proud of him and his wife, basically, for doing what they did as far as spreading the love and letting us see what true love is. All right, so shout out to you guys as well. And hey, do me a favor, y'all check out the my latest. I started up season 2 of Gray Matter. Y'all check out the first episode of Gray Matter. It's pretty cool. You know, said what's on my mind. Had to do it. Also, before we start, and I'll actually put this out there later as well, our sister show, The Stark Show, they are celebrating their 500th show. I'm going to host it. It's going to be in GI, the hometown. Their 500th episode celebration. Now, you're probably saying, Greg, you didn't do your 500. Well, I think we're at 12 something right now. I thought we were at 15. We're at 12 something right now. So maybe we'll do one for our 15. But it's all about the Sark Show. We're going to host it. A lot of fun, a lot of laughs. We're going to be giving away some cash prizes, all of that stuff. So, y'all, if you're in the area, I'll go attend, okay? All right, let's get this started, man. One Brother Banks.
Hey, what's happening, man? How you doing there?
Man, I'm good, brother. Happy anniversary.
And I appreciate the shout out, man. I had an awesome time in New York. Hanging out up north, you know what I'm saying, down in Times Square. Just kind of getting the feel of the people, man. And it was nice, man. It was a nice vibe.
That's good, man. That's good. You and your bride went out there, had a good time, look like, man. So we celebrate that. Yeah. And thank you for sharing that love with us, man, as a community, man. We appreciate that.
Anytime.
Yeah, man. That's Marie.
Good evening, gents. How y'all doing?
Hey, what's up, Doc?
What up? Man, let me tell you something. Greg started it off. I'm going to close it. You did that. You celebrated your wife like no other. That's beautiful. I love it. I'm here for it.
Yeah, much respect. I appreciate that.
That's all. All the
Salute.
Yes.
One thing, and seriously, I think it's one thing that we as men don't do enough is I celebrate our bride. Celebrate our people that we love. Celebrate the people that are bringing so much joy and happiness into our life. You don't have to still be with that person. You can still show the love. Okay, we need to show love. Man, that's so important, bro. I was pressing the button, and I'm like, well, what are they gonna do next? You know, I'm waiting, man. I'm living a story through this, man. I'm watching that like I'm watching Tubi. You know what I'm saying? So,
bro. Yeah. Hey, I tell you what, check out August issue because we're going to talk a little bit about romance and relationships. I'm going to step outside my spiritual realm a little bit.
Let's go.
And go into my romantic side, you know, give some tips to the brothers out there, you know, how to close the gap on communication and love and stuff like that. So
I might have to steal one of them from you to put on the Gray Matters, man.
Indeed.
I'm serious, because I was thinking, and I told S. Marie about this last week before I put it out. I was telling her, man, so many people disguise themselves when they go into a room. They decide who they're going to be in the room before they get in the room. We laugh when we're supposed to laugh and all of that stuff, man, but that conceals the real us. It's not phony or fake or anything like that, but it's not telling the real you. All right. Yeah. And maybe we got to strip that costume off and see who's left underneath that costume when that curtain falls. So I'm telling you, man, I might have to steal one of those from you, seriously, and put it out there for real, for real.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm going to do that, man. But tonight, man, all of this love sappy stuff, let's stop now. But tonight, no, we're going to keep it going. We're going to keep it going. We definitely going to keep it going. My man said, Sharir says, what's up? I got to tell you about this guy here. It's not going to be a diss, Sharir, okay? This guy has been, for the past 2 years, saying, hey, Greg, can I do some work for you? Let me help you out with marketing. And y'all know me. I like doing stuff by myself. But Sharir, I'm going to holler at you. Quit calling my phone, though. I'm going to quit calling. I'm going to holler at you. But let me holler at you when I want to holler at you, okay? Talented individual, extremely talented. Y'all check him out, okay? Stephanie said, hey, from Real Life Topics Podcast. What up, girl? Stephanie, God's child. And S. Marie Banks, y'all know how I don't like talking about myself, right? So I've been asked by about, I say 6 or 7 so far, podcasts to come on and talk about me. But I don't want to.
You got to talk about that lip sync project. That video.
I'll put that up there so y'all can laugh, man.
Yeah. It was nice though, man.
It was hilarious.
Be honest with you, I wanted to, when I did that, because there was another one that I did too, but I didn't. It was Avant and Keke Palmer. I just did Avant's part at the beginning, You and I, and I did that while I was driving. But I wanted to do a show like that where everybody would send in their lip sync, and at the end of the month, give $500 to the person who we thought was the best lip syncer, if that you want to call it. So I'm still thinking about that. And look, everybody, before we get started again, these wonderful people here, Steve Edwards, Sister Pat, I wrote a script, and I ain't gonna tell you the title of it yet, but they're going to be acting in the script, and it's going to be the first time I'm doing something where everybody's across the country doing it. We're going to put it together. They said it's a good script, so we're going to do it, and it'll be done soon. We had a table reading, which understandably you missed, bro, Banks, because you was out there doing your
I was out there doing some young stuff.
Getting your romance on, but we're going to do it again. We need another table reading, and we're going to get it done. All right, so y'all stay tuned for that. All right, it's a very S. Marie, help me out with it. It's very
It's everyday life. That's all I can say about it. It's things that happen, especially with like social media, and when you miss a connection with someone, we grow older, we're younger, our parents move, we move, life happens, and it's something you can see. Experience that that has either happened to you or someone you know. So it's cool. It's cool,
and you the brother, you're the older brother, Brother Banks.
I'm down.
Yeah,
I got my grade. Put
that's
me
okay.
in place.
We're gonna make. Hey, look, we're gonna be right. We're gonna do a table reading. Then we're gonna do film. What Stephanie say? Dang, just when I was about to invite you to be a special guest on Real Life Topics Podcast, I'm down. I mean, I'm down. Look, Stephanie, tell me when. Just don't ask me too many questions. We don't do questions. We don't do that stuff. We do conversations.
This woman not to ask on her podcast. You can run her show. You run your show. Don't ask.
But I'm gonna, you know me, S. Marie, bro, Banks. I'm gonna make it a conversation. I don't. When you start asking me questions straight up like that, I don't react well. I'm not mean or anything. I just don't react well.
No, but offering advice. You're always giving us advice, and you told me this. You can't,
Yeah.
in 3 words, you can't stay where you are. You've been places, you've done things. There are people who are trying to learn from your experiences in your
Ooh, the
life.
relationship
We gonna
round.
that's okay. I'm
Yeah,
still
yeah.
people want to learn from you and other people who've been on your journey. So you gotta talk a little bit.
I'm gonna do it this year, but after this year, I ain't doing it no more.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
let
was
them
all,
use you.
that was
Right.
all of my bad. That was all of my bad grammar. Out of this year, I ain't doing it no more.
No more. Not a nan another.
Nah, another, not nothing. Anyway, we got you guys here because you guys, in my estimation, are experts in the field of romance, in the field of relationships. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna ask this first question. So, Bruh Banks, Sister S. Marie, why do men? And yeah, I'm knocking us tonight, Bruh Banks.
Yeah, I seen, but go ahead.
Why do men chase a woman? Why do we do this? Because it's true. I used to do it. I don't do it no more. Why do we chase a woman and when she finally gives in, we don't want a commitment?
So it's a couple of things. So sometimes the woman don't meet the expectations of how she looks. And so sometimes the chase is based off of visual effects. And once they meet that person and realize they're not as beautiful on the inside as they are on the outside, some of the luster kind of wears off. And so we had already built up a nice pedestal for them before we got the chance to know them. And by the time we got a chance to get to know them and they started, speaking, we got an opportunity to really see there's a lot of flaws that are inexcusable.
Yeah.
Because we set our expectations so high.
That's the part right there.
Yeah.
I like that answer.
Go ahead, bro. Sis Marie.
I'll say a couple of things. One, just because a man pursues you doesn't mean he's actually pursuing you for commitment. It could be a plethora of things. Just as you said, it could be chemistry, validation, companionship, or it could just be that he's excited about the chase because you're not easily giving in. Some people like a chase. But also, I would say that sometimes people, whether it's a male or a female, we tend to mistake attention for intention. So just because he's pursuing you doesn't necessarily mean he's ready to build and have like I said earlier, a true commitment. There's a means to an end for him. And it may not be sexual, it could be whatever, but it was an intention. And only he knew what that intent was. So, and it could be flipped on the woman's side as well. But you just have to read between the lines before you emotionally think that someone wants you for this lavish, luscious relationship in your head that you're building. It could literally be something else.
To expand on what you said, you could have chased her at the wrong season. So you could have been in a place where you've already been in the field as the man. And you could be chasing a woman that had just came out of a relationship that's kind of traumatized, or the other way around, where she was single for a while and now really ready to commit. And that man may not be ready for that commitment. So it depends on sometimes the season that each one is in, that they may not be equally yoked in the getting together phase.
Right.
So I'm gonna give you the relationships for dummies version, okay? So sometimes a man is just chasing that woman for the thrill of the chase. All right. And he just, you know, and once the thrill is gone, he's like, no, I don't want it no more. I don't want to chase anymore. I don't want to hurt anymore, because now I've already caught it, did what I wanted to do, and I'm not excited anymore. That's relationship advice for dummies.
Yeah.
What was the song about that? Wasn't The Thrill Is Gone? I forgot what song it was.
Yeah, B.B. King.
B.B. King.
There you
go. The thrill is gone away.
That's why it was called the blues.
Bro, Banks, I sang for Sister S. Marie the other day, man. Can I sing S. Marie?
Listen, Banks, brother, I was shocked. He can get down. He's so goofy. I would have never expected it. And then after watching, I couldn't watch all the way because I couldn't stop laughing. His little lip sing, to hear him really sing, I was like, wow, okay. Yeah.
So you got some hidden gems.
I can warble a little bit. I can warble. You know.
But it wasn't even that got me. Now I'm gonna tell all his business because he started. So Banks, he can also play multiple instruments. And I was impressed. Like, because I can't play nothing. Nothing. Yeah. I'm talking about him. I didn't ask him. I'm talking to you, Banks. So, sing, and he can play instruments. I was highly impressed. I couldn't believe it. Yeah.
The Relationship Roundtable is here.
Yeah, you out there hiding all the romancing the stone tools.
That part. See, that's what I'm saying. He's trying to cut us off, but look, that might be how you get and keep.
Yeah.
It might be, she might want you a little something.
You got me over here scratching like Tyrone Biggums, the crackhead, man.
Okay, move on to question number 2.
I just want some crack. Let's go to the next question. How do you heal from a heartbreak, knowing that you contributed to the damage?
How do you heal from a heartbreak, knowing that you contributed to the damage?
And I'll start first, okay? Because if you got a heartbreak, and you contributed to the damage, you caused that yourself. You are just, why you got a heartbreak? You did it. You broke your own heart. But go ahead, Sister Marie.
Wow. I think it's easy to heal when you believe that you're the victim, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I did nothing wrong. That was all that individual, that woman, that man, et cetera, et cetera. It's super easy. Hey, Bobby. But it's much harder when you have to admit, like, your choices, your flaws, your inconsistencies, and recognize that you've done something wrong. People, a lot of times we fail to kind of do a self-evaluation. We quick to do this, but that one is there, but you got these 3 hollering right back at you. So, I think it's easier to heal when you take accountability. That's the most important thing to me. But you can take responsibility without condemning yourself. You have to learn from the lesson and learn to appreciate what that relationship taught you. You can't just assume, hey, I had no parts in the ill will. It was all that person and I'm just perfect. We love to think so, but that's not reality.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, I think sometimes we put an expectation, and that's my word for the day, expectation, that that somebody should heal at your pace.
Ooh.
When you're the one that caused part of the damage, and even if that person was the main character of the story that caused the problem, we still think that there's a pace that they're supposed to meet in healing. And a lot of times I think that's where relationships go wrong, is that you try to force a person to get right so you don't be uncomfortable.
Yeah. Oh, come on, Banks.
Man, look.
Boy, I think that's one of the biggest relationship issues, when it comes to trying to repair damage.
Yeah, because the most important thing. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say people have to have that willingness to heal and to want to repair. It's you have to get to that point, and I think we fall short so many times, just not realizing it's that simple.
And I also want to say, this is a plug, but I also want to say, get Melanin and Marriage magazine. But you're gonna have to go back. You're gonna have to get the subscriptions back to October, because I spoke about this in depth.
Okay.
You did.
And it is something that it's a jewel that I think that you all should go back and get, so that you can treasure the relationships that you have by healing at a pace that is right for the relationship.
And that is so important, bro. Banks.
Yeah.
You made a statement about healing at somebody wants you to heal at their pace as opposed to your own pace. You can never heal at somebody else's pace. You can fake it, you know, but it's not. What benefit is added to you to fake it just because? See, and this is the thing that really gets me. And since nobody else on the show, I can talk a little bit more. This is what really gets me, man. Is that people when they get their hearts broken, they kind of lose it. They go into this void. You know what I'm saying? They go into this void and they don't let anything or anyone get into there, which they need somebody to talk to. Get this off of your chest, all right? You guys know, I haven't had a heartbreak, you know, but I've had different things that go on, and I've talked to you guys about it, okay? And you guys have gotten me through it. And this goes without saying for relationships as well as life period, all right? You got to have somebody to talk to. And you know, your heart's going to stay broken if you keep it, you know, unmended, I'll call it. You don't talk about it. You let somebody that you trust talk about it. Y'all out there, man, look, I got people I can talk to. Y'all see them right here. I can talk to these people. And if I got anything going on, I ain't never going to have no problem with a broken heart. Okay, I don't do broken hearts. I don't do that. Do I? My brothers think I'm crazy because they say that, Greg, you get these women, which they're wrong when they say these women, because it makes it sound like I got them in the backyard, I grow them and you know, whatever. But you get these women, and when you guys have a breakup, you move on. But isn't that what you're supposed to do? Am I supposed to sit there in despair because, oh, she's gone?
No, I think what they're saying is you don't have any fight for your relationship. And I think what they don't realize, and I've said this before in my own relationship, why would I need to fight to keep you when everything that I do for you in the relationship is fighting to retain the relationship? I don't have any more to give to fight for you to come back, because if I got to do that, then everything that I'm doing to treat you like a queen, it's not enough. And so if that's not enough, there's no more for me to fight for.
Boy, that weekend did you well, didn't it?
Woo. Yeah.
But look, on the flip side of that, you can't fight by yourself. Other people have to be, again, that word willingness to put in the work. So, you know, and I also want to say this to you. People can tell you about how you should feel about a relationship or, you know, anything. That's their opinion. That's not your reality. If you move on quickly, that's on you. Maybe it's something about those women that you didn't feel. They didn't touch your spirit. You know, there was something where you like, okay, you know, whatever. It may not have been a big loss to you. But what I will say, when you meet the one, it's gonna hurt. You're gonna feel it. You're gonna think twice about it and you know, let it marinate for a minute. And you're not going to be able to move quickly. You say that, but
see, but I think it's deeper.
Too old now.
It's deeper than that. Because we're talking about sibling relationships. See, when you talk about sibling relationships, there's a deeper connection that you have to your sibling, that you know the traumas, you know the happy times, you know all the things that shaped you all and all the things that you avoid when it comes to sharing your feelings and emotions. And so your siblings know those things about you because they have that front row seat to your life.
Okay, I get that. So check this out. You made a statement earlier, and it kind of relates to this next question a little bit. So give me your thoughts. And just so you guys know, today was the first day that I sent them these questions ahead of time because I really wanted them to get into it. And right now, this half hour, they got me. Okay, so give me your thoughts. My mate, I hate to call him my mate, my significant other, pays for everything, but that's still not enough.
So you're talking about my previous life.
Oh,
so that's pretty much you can spoil somebody by paying for everything. And here's a disclaimer for those that are 45 and up.
ooh.
I'll give it to you like this. It's good to be a provider when you enter a relationship when you're in your late teens to mid 30s, right? Because those are the years that you should establish yourself as a man, as a provider, because you're building something together. When you come together after 45, you done already built something. Right now, you're sustaining life. Two people are coming together to sustain life because you done already built something for your lineage that you created in your previous early years.
Okay.
So when you come together, it's not necessarily a prenup, but there's an understanding that my lineage and my legacy shall reap the benefits of my hard work up until my 45th birthday. Now, I'm 54, and I'm 2 years in. There's no way I'm giving everything to my wife when I have a 30-year-old child. You know what I'm saying? So there's things that you must discuss and must have. And so when you approach your financial portfolio, I think your thought process should be a little bit more open when it comes to finances and things of that nature.
Okay. Marie, what do you say about that?
Bobby is killing me.
Yes, she
I
is.
love Bobby's comment though. Selfish love is impossible to satisfy. It only serves self. I love that because that is so true. I will say this. It's cool to have someone to pay bills, but that does nothing. It does not hold a candle to your mental, physical, academic. Like you have to be mentally attracted to someone. You want a person with some substance. So if they do nothing for you mentally, that money doesn't really matter. If they don't respect you or you can't trust them, that money should not matter. It truly doesn't. It's satisfying a want, but not what you truly need. So for me, I could care less what you pay, meals, bills, whatever. I can do the same because my goal isn't to provide a lifestyle. It's what we're trying to build together. So I'm not worried about what you can do because I can do that for myself. But what I want from you, what I need from you is more than finances. I need to be loved. I need attention. I need, caressing. I need to be treated like a woman, the beautiful queen that I am. God created me and he gave me to the man who's my husband. And he says he's supposed to care for me. That doesn't mean just being a provider. A provider is more than finance. And that's where people get it so twisted in life. Oh, you're supposed to provide, but he is not solely talking about money. He's talking about more than just money. Your spirit, you have to be in spiritual alignment. That's why there are 3 chords. And when you talk about mentally, I want to have something to talk about with my mate. If you come home and all I have to say is, how was your day? And that's it. And we leave it there. I can't talk to you about what happened, like who fell down the steps and I laughed. Like if I can't talk to you about something like that, then mentally, what are you here for? You serve no purpose to me, no matter what you give me financially. So I think people just have the miscommunication that that's what sustains a relationship. I don't care what you pay for. If you can't build with me, there's no point of view.
Well, straight out of my so there's two sides to my story. There's a provider side in my previous relationship, and then there's a side where I lost my job for 8.5 months in this relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And so the tables had to turn a little bit. I had to become a house husband, getting up early in the morning, cooking breakfast, making sure they got lunch and stuff, and making sure that meals and stuff were prepared. I was pouring into them differently, even though I still had some form of income but I didn't have the income to take care of my totality of my lifestyle. I lost 6 figures for 8 months. And so that drew us closer together, in a different manner. And so we can talk about, and this is what I'm talking about when you talk about age and things of that nature, there's a certain level of understanding that you must have and communication that must take place to understand what each one of each person's mentality is towards that situation.
Hey man, I'm gonna go back to the relationship for dummies. I'm not saying she's a gold digger. She ain't messing with no broke.
Right.
What? I didn't say the word.
No, I said right. I'm with you when you're right.
She give me money when I'm in need. Woo, Bobby says, off in the gray lane of trying to live like being married without being married has consequences, even when the faith is disrespected by both individuals.
Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am. So look, can a man be a good father if he mistreats the mom? Right. That's what I did when I thought about this question. I'm like, okay, that's a hard one.
That is very hard because women, I was gonna say, because your kids are watching. Your children watch what is going on in your marriage. And whatever they learn about love and respect and how to communicate and how to handle beef, so to speak, they learn from watching their parents. So, being a good father isn't just about, spending that time and, doing fun stuff with me. It's truly about modeling the behavior that you want them to I cannot talk tonight. Replicate. Yes, thank you. Because if I'm treating someone bad, then guess what? If y'all were my kids, you're going to do the same thing, because guess what? You think it's okay. So I would say it doesn't make you a bad father, but it makes you it gives a bad example, because you can be a great father to your children on other levels, but when you start to fade in certain aspects, then you're altering, their character and what they should be learning from you. Because again, our role models start off being our parents and, older siblings and uncles and aunts and things like that. So when you put a taste in their mouth of negligence and not treating people with respect, then they're going to do the same thing. But again, I don't think it makes someone a bad father. It's setting a bad example.
There you go. That's where I was going with that.
Yeah.
As a man, you should be setting an example of what a man looks like in a relationship. And so if you mistreating that woman, you're only conditioning your daughter to be treated the same way. You can't say, I'm gonna go out there and protect you against the world when you're giving me an example of how you're treating my mother, who I love and respect.
Absolutely.
And so if you're going to start with showing me, then I got to believe what you're saying is true.
Yeah.
So for me, but here's the flip side of that. You can treat someone bad based off of you having a bad relationship. And you still have to have those conversations with your child as they start to age, so that you can answer some of those questions that they didn't understand as a child, but through their life experiences, they can start talking to you from an adult lens, and you owe it to them to give them that space to talk about your imperfections as a parent.
We aren't perfect. We are not
Yes.
perfect, okay? So we're going to make mistakes. But any man that says, I'm a good dad, aren't I? You're not a good father if you got to ask that question, all right? If you know, it's, for me, it's like, and you both are absolutely positively right, your actions speak louder than your words. If you're a good father, those are the actions. You take your kid places, you buy him things, and this and that, okay? But the emotional part of it is the child gets affected from as well, you know? And if that child sees you, say, hitting your mom, and then they say, stop, daddy, stop, and you turn to your child and say, I told her to shut up. Remember that.
Yeah.
I had to get the old school voice in there. I told her to shut up. But are you a good father with that? I say no. I say no. You like you said, Brother Banks, Sister S. Marie, you gotta it's like leading by example. Yeah. And if you're not showing that child the totality of a good man, then you're not a good father. That's just my estimation.
We can't have it both ways. We can't say, on one hand, we can't say, well, there's no manual to parenting to find an excuse for being a bad parent. But guess what? There is a manual for parenting. It's called a Bible. And so
I thought you were going to say that book I read from, The Relationship with Dummies. But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, you know, hey, well, I'm gonna be honest with you. It speaks on all levels.
Yeah.
It meets you where you are.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not trying to push one specific religion on anyone, but if you just open up that history book called the Bible, it'll teach you a whole lot of things about how to not only act inside your relationship, but how to parent. So I'll leave it at that.
Point blank, period, with a T. You got that right. So look, you're all together, everything's cool, but then one or the other one mess up. They locked up. Clink, clink. Is it realistic for someone who is doing time to expect their significant other to be faithful and wait until they get out? I say no.
Ooh, so Banks, Banks still thinking.
No,
go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna put it to you like this, because there's a lot of brothers out there that's locked up and they didn't do the crime. But there was
Banks, hold on.
Like, wait.
Hold on. I'm sorry to interrupt. You know, I would never interrupt you, brother. But look, I don't care if you did the crime or not. You're in jail. You're gonna be fighting. All right, your woman's still out here, or your man is still out here. You're gonna be fighting for a minute. You want me to wait?
Yeah. I mean, it's simple as that. Yeah, because if I didn't do nothing wrong, I want you to stand by me.
How long?
If I did something wrong, I want you to be able to say, look, let's just cut this off and move on, because I shouldn't hold up your life because I decided to make choices. Right. And so there's two sides to that story. And then when you start talking about years, decades, well, but guess what? They got conjugals. They'll allow your spouse the opportunity to come there and spend time with you. You just got to make the best out of that hour.
I don't never disagree with Brother Banks. I don't ever disagree with Brother Banks. But Brother Banks, a conjugal, and the conjugals are what, once a month? What am I doing that rest? Man, no. I need to be strong. I need to be in there like SKRONG, strong.
Is it a realistic ask is the question, knowing that a person's needs are required to be set and settled almost constantly.
You have to break it down like that, bro. I see where you're saying.
So yeah, I mean, but yes, if I ain't do wrong, you better try to help me to get up out of there.
But that way,
One time he messing around with somebody else, man, he gonna try to keep me in there.
I mean, well, obviously, because he wants your woman.
Exactly.
But, I mean, I would say this.
Relationship for dummies. I'll be looking. How long he got? 7 years? Girl, come on.
Hey, I'm out. No, my personal opinion is, for one thing, everyone's relationship is different. Is it okay for someone to expect you to remain faithful while they're incarcerated? No. If someone wants you to and they ask you, that's on you. Love requires patience, but it also requires honesty. So if you know that, hey, I can't be faithful because I need to get it, left I say in the morning or the middle of the night, then hey, then I know that I can't wait for you. So I need to be respectful of your time as well as mine, because a lot of people find love. I mean, look at that show, Love After Lockup. So, people, disregard their current mates when they get in there and find somebody new. But again, faithfulness shouldn't come from guilt or pressure or feeling like, oh, I better. No, it's what you want in your heart. Because if your heart and your mind is not in it, then any little thing that someone does is going to draw your attention. So, it's more than just someone telling you to. It has to be, something you want to do. And I also believe that loyalty goes a long way. So if you love somebody and they get 2 to 3 years, if that's something that you want to do is stick around, stick around. But if you don't. Walk away and feel confident that that that's not something you want to do, and be honest with that person. Because the one thing you should never do is waste your time and or someone else's. That's the one thing you can't get back.
So I'm gonna add to this too, because I spoke about me specifically.
Yeah.
But I used to counsel prisoners, and so to have someone that's going to be behind the wall the rest of their life, or even 20 years or 15 years, it's a long time to have someone wait. And this question is actually one of the things that we talked about, relationships while they're in prison and how it affects them as a prisoner, to have them constantly have those heartbreaks every time that person comes to see them, or every time they leave, and knowing that they can't be with them on a regular basis. So there's two sides to that thought process when it comes to relationships that should be talked about. By the way, if you can't deal with that type of pressure as a person that's incarcerated, then you have to let both of you all go.
So, Relationship for Dummies. And S. Marie mentioned the show Love After Lockup.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
So I'm gonna tell her. I ain't gonna tell her nothing, but your man gonna have to create a new show called Love in Lockup. Okay. Because if you, I'm just saying. Look, he ain't coming home tomorrow. He ain't coming home next week. He ain't coming home next month. That dude ain't coming home next year. What he needs to do is get it out of his mind that my beautiful woman, because see, here's the thing. Okay, that's the jails are full of innocent people. They're full of them. Everybody, I ain't do it. I ain't do it. Then you got the jails are full of those. I ain't no snitch. Okay. All right. But the thing is, for me, is that you were in the wrong place at the wrong time. All right. You knew that there was an opportunity that if you were in this place, something might happen. You know this. So why take your woman or your man through that? Love in lockup. That's the deal right there.
But you can be anywhere. Now I'm about to flip the script. Think about this. You said at the wrong place at the wrong time. Martin Luther King's mama was at church. She lost her life. Like, so you just because you're at a certain place, you don't expect things to happen. Things happen in parks, movie theaters, et cetera, et cetera. So I don't feel that just because you're in a specific place means, oh, well, you know what, you got to do this time, even though you're guilty, or you're not guilty because you were in this place. No, I could be in my house and somebody run up in here, and if I don't kill them, but I shoot them, certain places you can go to jail for that, whether they're in your house or not, if they deem it not self-defense. So I think, there's a different spin on it, and this is just me. But I would say that, again, people, places, and things, there are some that are within your control that you control, but others you can't control what they're going to do when you're with a person or at a place or you're doing something. So I feel like that's just a two-edged sword. But I would say that basically, listen, if you're going to wait. If you're not, be honest about it, communicate about it, talk about the whole situation, because again, you cannot get your time back, but I can't fault you for being where you were, especially if you weren't in the wrong. So it's not like, for me, I wouldn't hold that against them. But at the same time, I would have to be realistic. Do I feel like I can wait? And I'm not going to base it off of sexual, things or like that, because it's more important than that. Some people, it's financial. They can't, live by themselves. So they want to move on for that. Or, again, Banks mentioned, life. That's hard. It's different when you got 2 years, 6 months, 5 months, 10 years. But when you say life, that's 20 or 25 years.
Yeah.
Right. So realistically, some people can't do that. So you just have to be honest and have a conversation. But if it's, a couple months, a couple years, you may be able to withstand your emotions, your finances, whatever, and wait for that person. But, again, be honest about it. Don't go creeping and then expect, him not to find out, because people talk too much.
It's a great question, but I think this question it didn't have a flip side of this, as if women don't go to prison.
Well, I said, I mentioned.
He did say,
no. I'm just saying, when we think about it,
mm-hmm.
we don't think about the other side where it's the woman, because there's a lot of women in prison.
Yeah.
And they
can successfully drop the soap.
Yes. To a degree, because they do have rape inside of women prisons. With foreign objects and things of that nature. So those things do happen. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I've been part of my degree in criminal justice and counseling. So I took a dual degree, criminal justice and counseling, because I was going to counsel the youth inside of detention centers or juvenile facilities.
Mm-hmm.
But the violence and a lot of the crimes that I've seen in juvenile court, more violent towards more women, were more violent crimes than males.
Wow.
And just something to think about, when you talk about the dynamics of how we would stick with one another. But just to finish that out, it's hard to stay faithful when you're free and not in prison. So, so to go to prison, it adds another layer to that inability to stay faithful.
Love and lockup. I didn't tell you.
I did not expect that one to come out, but it is so true.
It's true.
No, it is. I didn't expect that from this one. Yes. This one, no. But
Real quick, last question here. If a woman has a baby by a married man, is it her obligation to tell his wife? Or should she tell?
I don't think I want me to answer this question.
I've seen so many of my sisters, you know, when I was in the military that has gone through this. And unfortunately, I seen the effects that it had on their kids. And
they doing it like that in the military?
Oh yeah. I mean,
bang, 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 bang.
Yeah. I mean, because we're so separated from our families so much and months or years at a time that separation, it happens and causes us to have temporary relationships.
Right.
Yeah,
not entanglement, temporary relationships.
Yeah, temporary relationships.
It's gonna be all right, baby. I'm in a temporary relationship. I'll see you when I get there.
You'd be surprised though how many people have moved into family housing that wasn't a part of the family structure. So it's a lot of that goes on. You know, not to put a cloud over the military, but that's just the reality of my life because I spent 20 years in it. And I say that to say it's a difficult situation to bring a child into a relationship anyway. And you already know that you don't have a connection, a permanent connection to the person that you're sleeping with. So you already going in trying to create a connection to that person when you decide to have a child. Now you could say, well, I mean, he could have protected himself, this, that, and the other. True, but he don't have control over your body on what you decide to do when it comes to holding on to a child and things of that nature. So you make a conscious decision to do so. Now, it is not your responsibility to damage a marriage through your conversation. You done already did that in the physical act.
Okay.
That is his responsibility to put that truth to his spouse and let them deal with how they're going to marry that situation into their household.
She won't know till I die. That's Marie. You got an answer?
I do. So women, y'all, they about to hate me. I have a problem with this because one, that's a married person. Keep it to yourself. Go find someone else that's single. So my question is back to them is, did you tell them when they was giving you money? Did you tell the wife when they were taking you out? Did you tell the wife when you were laying down with her husband? No, you waited until you had something that you deem is valuable to then go and tell, because either this, you are emotionally attached and you want their man, two, either you're mad or there's something in between. I can't stand that. That's not your place to tell. It's really not, because if you were going to tell something, you should have told before, hey, I met your husband or your wife. They gave me the number. My intentions are to do X, Y, and Z. If you're going to be a man or a woman, be a true man or a woman about it. Say it with your chest, your feelings, everything. Be strong. Come out from the gate being that chick or that dude. Don't wait until you done the do, and then all of a sudden now a seed is coming in. Oh, he got to take care of his responsibility. What was your responsibility before the responsibility for both of you came about? You should have responsibility for yourself. You should have known to keep your legs closed when somebody was married. You should have been a woman or a man in the get-go and never touched them, because temporary love is not cute, especially when it belongs to someone else. Because if you are hurt, if something tragic happens, guess what? You got to wait till that man or woman can talk to you away from their wife. I ain't got time for that. When I need you, I need you. I don't want to wait. I don't play fiddle. I don't play seconds. I'm a priority. So if I can't be that, then I don't need to give you any part of me. So this question is just, it's a good one, but I see it so much. And it just really bothers my spirit, because you want to be accountable when a kid comes, but what about your own accountability? And then you're asking a man to be accountable for a child when you could have told him to wrap it up. You could have not done it in the first place, but you could have wrapped it up. You could have had him wrap it up. And if you didn't feel safe, you could have, there are plenty of precautions that you can take as a woman to ensure this does not happen. But they also got some after effects as well. So I just think that it's really bogus when women do this, because it's for revenge and attention, and it's not cute. That's not the attention that you should want.
So I'm going to flip this for a second.
Because men lie. How much time you got is a second.
Yeah. It's going to be a second. Because men lie, lie, lie.
And women lie.
They do,
Men are in the same position.
but men lie so much that they don't even give an inkling that they have a ring or a marriage or any type of relationship. So we can beat the woman down in this particular situation, but I've seen some of my friends, my brothers, lie through their teeth about their home life and be out there in them streets. So in that case, go tell. Sis.
Though, but it's both things. I'm not saying that just women everything that I said goes for the male too. It's the same thing. My answer is still the same. If that person was married, but twofold to your point of view, if that person lied, that's different. That's different because you weren't a part of this. You weren't trying to damage someone's marriage, or you weren't out for revenge. So that's totally different. But it says if you had a baby by a married man, that means you know. So for me, you're guilty. You're wrong. You're disrespectful in the eyes of everybody and God. And you can't worry about them, but you got to worry about God, because I'm worried about where I'm going. I don't like to be hot. So guess what? I'm not trying to be in no inferno, especially if it's something that doesn't belong to me. It's just not that. That's just wrong.
But what if you found out after I told you I was pregnant and you said, well, I got a wife at home and I can't be having no other babies? If that's the time, tell, sis.
That is, yes, but that's different. Absolutely. Yeah. Because guess what? You want to respect yourself, but respect that woman, and you want to be honest. Absolutely tell in that situation. But I'm referring to when going in, you're wrong. So don't go and ruin his party because your party jacked up because you can't hit the streets, or you expected a paycheck, or you expected a man who didn't belong to you. That's why he kept his wife or the husband in the first place. They wanted to be, they wanted to party all the time and then go home and do what they got to do. So you got to learn your place. Are you a side piece, or you a queen or a king?
Yeah, go there. Well, time. Anyway. Hey, man, this is great, man. I really, Steve, Gina, you're fired. We don't need you.
You can't fire my Gina.
Nah. I'm joking. I love my family. Shout out Chris, all right? Hey, man, look, Sister S. Marie, is there anything else you want to say?
Nope, I'm good.
How about you, Brother Bang?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I just want to lock y'all into this Melanin Marriage magazine. We are ramping up and our promotion, for this magazine a little bit more than what we have been. And we just looking for you guys to support a Black-owned business.
Let's do it, man. Cut. Go ahead.
Let me add something to that, because I thought you meant like final comments. I feel like I said everything I needed to say. But in addition to that, we are starting something new this month, and it is recognizing melanin-owned businesses. No matter what kind of business, I cannot speak tonight. Business it is, we are recognizing that. So if you have a business that you want us to, interview you about or find out more about your business, please reach out. You can reach out to us at info-melanin-collective.com, or reach out to myself, Banks, or whomever you're affiliated with, and we can give you more information about it. But that is happening this month. You'll see the first business highlighted this month in August. Didn't know we have a sports section. We introduced that last month. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it.
And in the sports section, just to throw this out there, if you have a youth program that you have out there and you are looking to advertise to get those numbers up to your program and stuff like that, and you're looking for sponsorships and things of that nature, this is a great way to connect to the people that oversees this magazine. And it ain't free to advertise your business in this magazine. I just want to put that out there too.
With a business highlight.
Yes, right. Help us to help you.
That's right.
That part, okay. Hey, look, remember everybody.
All magazines. Remember, I'm sorry, Greg.
Yes.
For $36, you don't just get this month. You have access to all of the magazines prior to. So all the way back to October 2025.
Yeah.
Remember, October to February, it's cuffing season. So, fellas, go out there and get your big girls. Love them to death from October the 1st until February the 12th. And, do your thing. Y'all know what cuffing season is. Handle that business. Don't forget, man, we got the 500 episode celebration with the D Stark Show. I'm a host that, okay? So y'all know it's going to be off the chain. I got jokes. See, I don't tell everybody that I was a stand-up comedian too. I did BET Comic View, and there was not a laugh in the house, and that ended my comedy career. But I'm still pretty funny. So y'all come up there to the Loft in Gary, Indiana, and check us out. All right, Steve will be there as well. It's a celebration for the 500th episode of the D Stark Show. Man, this has been amazing. I love every single minute of it. And you guys, man, you guys don't know how much you've blessed this Dope Living TV platform. So appreciate you guys for always showing up, always giving us your opinions, and always keeping it classy. Bruh Banks, man, look, real quick. I know it's 8:01. Bruh, y'all did that, man, for real.
Man, I appreciate that. I just want to really send a shout out to my wife, man, because she has been rocking with me even before we got married, 2021, when I had COVID. Spent 21 days in the hospital, 7 of those days on ventilation. And I knew when she rocked with me those 4 months after I came out the hospital, I was walking around with an oxygen tank for 24/7. And she was there. And man, I knew right then and there, I had to lock that down.
Lock it in.
That's it, bro. Look.
Yes! Randy Watson.
That boy is good. Mm-hmm. Good and terrible.
Yeah, man. Black love. Y'all don't get it. Black
love. Sexual chocolate.
Yes, sir.
That's the first thing that came in my head when I saw that clip.
Yes. But black love is, man, look, you just set an example, bro. I hope you got video too.
Yes.
Bro Banks. Heck, no, let me tell you. I'm putting my director hat on real quick. Bro, some of that footage, when y'all walk, did somebody do it for you or did you guys do it?
No, I did. I pretty much did.
Banks is a beast. Listen, that's who you need to talk to.
Hey man, do some slow-mo on some of that footage. Do some slow motion on some of that footage. See, a lot of people don't understand that you don't have to have them the flash and the fire and all that stuff, man. Simplicity tells the story. It gets to the heart. Simplicity. All right. Slow some of that down though, man. I love the fact where some of the videos that I've done, I got a couple when they were doing Mardi Gras. Was it Mardi? No, Kentucky Derby. And man, I had them slow walking. They were clean, but they were slow walking. Very effective. Very effective.
Yeah, indeed.
Man, do some things, all right? But again, man, thank you for sharing your love, you and your wife's love to the world. That's amazing, bro. And I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much.
I'll look for us because we're going to grace this cover of Melanin Marriage magazine. Already, in fact, Esmarie, I sent you the shots. I sent them to A Love over the week. But yeah, we looking to go ahead and share our story a little bit.
Please do.
So we'll let you guys know what issue it is. But if you get all of them, can't miss it.
There you go. There you go. Hey, man, look,
that's it.
$36, y'all. Shell it out. Give that money. That takes the first month of cuffing season out your system. All right, she can go ahead and read that for the first month. Bam. Okay. Then she cook. Then she do all that stuff. Then you get mad in February, and then it's over. Hey, tomorrow on the show, we got Miss Karen Dade. Now she's a part of the Relationship Roundtable that we do. That's going to be the traveling Relationship Roundtable. And I invite you and Sister Esmarie to come back tomorrow if you can and sit down with us. I'm gonna show some clips from the show. And she's going to comment on those. And you guys come back and comment on that if you don't mind.
Indeed.
Got you.
I'm open tomorrow.
Let's go. What about you, Sister Esmarie? That's okay. You're not coming.
No. I might be. I have a friend of mine who's coming in town, so I may have dinner with her, and I don't want to
Put
be
her
late.
on too. Put her on too. More the merrier.
Listen, Vanille Butler. That's the name.
More the merrier.
We'll see.
All right, man. This is Dope Living TV Live. We'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. Peace.
All right.
Whether in the house or outside, you know that we gon' do it. Make a wrong decision, turn around and still get through it. When you say the name, you know it's us and what we doing. So turn it on and let the bass get booming. Hey, yeah. Dope Living TV. Dope Living TV. Dope Living TV. Dope Living TV. Yeah. We got it all. Come and see. Yeah. Dope Living TV. Oh.